Hi everyone, welcome back. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm doing another fluid art creation. I'm using some colour and I'm thinking about how to layer the paints. So when I've been painting recently, I've noticed different reactions depending on how you layer your paints. So today is a little bit of an experiment day. I've got a range of colours, I'll show you those in a minute, but it's about how I'm going to layer them to see how that final result turns out. So I'm so glad you're here with me. Let's see what we can create. So I did this creation earlier. It's actually just drying on my table. And I've got to be honest, this was a challenge for me because it was about how I was layering the paints on that canvas. So let's go over to my table. Just quickly go over to my table. I've got a new canvas on here. I've got the same colours, so the red, orange and yellow and a white, with a blue, violet, green and a black. But this time I'm just going to puddle pour the colours on the canvas in the middle and then blow it out. So an experiment day for me. I'll show you the consistencies, how I originally mixed up my paints, just paint and water. There are the colours, here's the canvas, let's go. So my table is ready just to show you those colours. As you can see, I've mixed them all up already with just paint and water. I'm using all Royal Talens Amsterdam brand today. So I've got my black and white, I've got a green, a red, an orange, a yellow, a violet and a blue. I will list all those exact colours in the description box. My consistency is just paint and water. So 1 part paint to 1 part water. Let me see if I can show you some of that here. There we go. You can just see it drizzling off the spatula back into the cup. You might be able to hear my neighbour's dog barking, but I always think, let them have fun. Let them have fun in their own gardens. So yeah, so there's the consistency. Runs off the spatula and then just completely disappears. Again, it's the same with all of these colours, just paint and water. Also the black and the white. Not be able to probably see that as clearly. There we go. So the consistencies are there. I'm ready to paint. So I almost want a summer and a winter side. And I'm going to place some white in the middle of the canvas for the summer side. And then some black in the middle of the canvas for the winter side. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to puddle the colours on top of each other one by one. So the yellow, the orange and the red for the summer side, and the violet, the blue and the green on the winter side. So I've definitely got enough volume of paint on my canvas to be able to cover the full canvas area. So I'm just going to use my torch now, and this is to pop any air bubbles. When I mix my paints up, whether it's with pouring medium or water, when I'm doing that mixing combination, there will be air added into that paint as you mix. So that torch just pops those air bubbles before we start blowing out. So I'm going to get my hairdryer, and then I'm going to put it on a cool setting, the lowest blow speed. And then I'm going to start blowing the paint from the middle of the canvas to the outer edges until that full canvas area is covered. I'm really liking this one. In fact, as I look at it, I can see so many different things. And this is going to be one of those paintings that no matter which way round you have it, it's going to almost tell a different story. So I'm going to take you in shortly for a closer look at the wet version. I'll of course let it dry and show you a closer look at the dry version. But this part is really about just tweaking those areas, ensuring that there's good coverage of paint across the canvas, and just blowing out any paint from that surface area down the edges, down the sides, to ensure there's good coverage. By ensuring there's good consistency on top, will ensure that it dries really well. This is good to go to the drying table, but before I do that, I'm just going to go over the creation one more time with my torch and pop any existing air bubbles. So let me take you in now for a closer look at the wet version. I'll just go in so you can see how some of those colours are infusing together, how those colours have merged, how they flowed across that canvas. So it started off with two puddles in the middle, the winter side and the summer side, and then I blew those colours from the middle to the outer edge with the blow dryer on a cool setting and the lowest blow speed. I'm now going to set this to one side to dry, and I'm going to show you the dry version. And here we go, this is the dry version, and I've placed it the way up that I like it the most. It almost reminds me of Earth and energy coming off from it and bouncing up into the universe. So let me know what you think in the comments below. I'd really love to hear your feedback. Good, bad, constructive, go for it. Just let me know what you think. And let me know if you're also going to try something like this as well. And I'd love to know how you're getting on. Thank you so much for joining me today, as always. And I really hope I get to see you again in the next video. Have a great week, everyone, and take care of yourselves. And I'll see you soon. Bye.